Good day, beautiful people. I am the Trail Doer, and I am here to do my week 21 check-in. The time is flying. So again, I just wanted to hop on just to share what week 21 looked like for me and some things that I did to provide some self-care to myself. One of the biggest things that I did differently than I had been doing the last couple weeks was I had a therapy session. Yay! I'm excited. I had not been to my therapist in had been 18 weeks. It was a very long time that I had saw her, and I was actually in my feelings about our last session that that kept me away. So of course, when I went back, she was like, "Wow, it's been so long since I seen you. Like, what's been going on? Like, what brings you back?" And so of course, I had to be honest and share the things that was bothering me, that bothered me in regards to my last session, and then just some other things. And she was like, "Well," and she, you know, got me together, but at the same time, still assuring me that, like, no matter what takes place, that she's always that source. She's always there. And that, no matter what happens, like, it's not the first time you've been mad at me. So we're gonna get through this and we're gonna move on. And it went a lot better than what I replayed in my mind what it was going to go. I'm an overthinker, so I put a lot of thought, especially in the things that I have to be vulnerable and open up about. So I'm like very protective of the situation. So it's like I have an idea what I want it to, how I think it's going to play out. And most of the time I'm wrong. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with admitting that, my thought process and how I think things are going to go does not always go that way. But overall, it was a really good session. We talked about one of the biggest things that I'm struggling with right now is like parenting this teenager. So we definitely got into that, and I had a homework assignment to basically just like monitor and document our interactions and the things that take place over the next week, so that when I go back to my therapy session, which will now be on a more weekly basis, because outside of the whole parenting thing, I was diagnosed with a, I guess, medical condition, which I will definitely dive deeper into on my podcast. And I knew that I was not handling how to deal with the diagnosis nowhere what I started off when I first was diagnosed. And I don't know, I think I just like lost the information mentally, not being in the therapy so long. And then even when I was in therapy, I wasn't, I guess, having those issues. So it wasn't something that we always talked about or resonated back to in my therapy sessions. And I was only going like bi-weekly, then it went to like monthly, and then I just stopped going. And over the course of these 18 weeks, I've saw some changes in my emotional behavior that ultimately I was like, okay, Trail, it's time for you to like bite the bullet, put your feelings aside, and like go seek therapy again. And so that was the driving force that really got me into therapy, is because I need to have better control of my emotions and learn to better express them before the big blow up. And so that was what I had been doing over these last weeks, that I was like, okay, I need to get a handle on that, because I know with therapy it can definitely be done, but I have to do my part and be consistent with going back to therapy and then using those tools and resources that she gives me to apply them in my day-to-day situations. So that was the biggest self-care moment for me, which was going back to therapy. Of course, I didn't do much workout or exercising this week. I think I did maybe like one yoga session at home, a little meditation, but that was about it. Of course, y'all know I had to get my curls back popping, so I did do my washes twice this week. I've kind of fell off on my water. I drink about 2 bottles a day, but my goal is to do 4. So I just need to figure out, just do better. It's not really figuring out, it's really just doing better, So doing better with my water. Me and my husband, we went out I took him out on a little hot date. And I actually gave him some self-care. My husband, like, he's a working man, and when he's not working for himself, he's doing work around the house. So over the weekend, he was out there doing yard work and stuff. And I had already had this idea and this plan that I wanted to, I bought me a foot spa. And when I bought it, I was like, I'm gonna get my husband a pedicure and a massage and all that other nice stuff. And so, like, I set the room and I had like my diffuser going on with the essential oils. I had candles burning. I had the little foot spa all got together. I bought the little pedicure foot soap stuff with the mask and the lotion and the little beads. Like, it was really nice, and just massaging on him and just showing him the type of love and affection that he shows me all the time. And in the midst, like, giving him a pedicure. And it was funny because he was like, "You the first black woman that ever rubbed on my feet." Because I've taken him to, like, the spas to go get pedicures together, but never like outside of that. So that was a really cool experience. Now I got his mind going on offering me a service of his own way. So that was really nice. So that was the gist of my self-care week. I gotta get more back into my journaling and get back onto exercise, because I realized, like, I ate 4 times yesterday and I really don't eat a lot, but I was like, yeah, I gotta, if I'm gonna be eating like this, I definitely got to get back to working out. So I'll definitely be out in these streets and in the streets, walking, riding my bike. I'm kind of getting me like this whole weekly schedule going on that includes like getting back into the yoga studio. It includes my weekly therapy sessions, and then of course I meet with my mentee once a week, so incorporating that with my schedule. So I'm like really excited about what's transpiring right now in my self-care life. And my hopes and goal is that you are motivated and inspired to have a self-care life, like prioritizing yourself and making you a important figure, because we need us so that we can be available to those that rely and depend on us. So I encourage you to find some time. It doesn't have to be a lot, but find some time to self-care. Until next time, beautiful people.